All right, at the Butler County Jail, are you Anthony Dubus?
Sir, I would like to state for the record and correct that I am not the all caps name on the paper. I am the proper case trade name, sole living heir, beneficiary, and executor of that named trust. I am the living man. I am a foreign national, and
You're a foreign national?
I'm a foreign national. I'm
Really?
an American national. I am hereby special appearance only, held against my will, under duress, in false imprisonment, and under false arrest.
Very good. This is State of Kansas versus Anthony Edward Dubus, case number 23 TR 2777. The state appears by Jared Regier. Mr. Dubus appears from the custody of the Butler County Jail. All parties are appearing by Zoom. Mr. Dubus, you're here for a first appearance. Do you have a copy of your charges?
I am, my honor, Mr. Crum. I am here by special appearance under duress.
You've already been through that. I'm going to read your charges to you. In count one, it alleges that on August 17th, 2023, you did then and there unlawfully operate a motor vehicle on a highway of this state without having a valid driver's license. That is no valid driver's license, a Class B non-person misdemeanor. That carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. Count two alleges that on August 17th, 2023, you're operating a motor vehicle, a 2003 Honda Accord, upon a highway or this state, East Fox Trail Street, Andover, Butler County, Kansas, while your vehicle was not registered. That's failed to register a vehicle. That's an unclassified non-person misdemeanor. That carries a maximum penalty of 30 days in jail and up to a $500 fine. Count three alleges you operated a motor vehicle on August 17th, 2023 in Butler.
At the Butler County Jail, the proceedings began with the judge asking the defendant to confirm his identity as Anthony Dubus. The defendant immediately countered, stating for the record that he was not the all caps name listed on the legal documents. Instead, he identified himself as the proper case trade name, the sole living heir, beneficiary, and executor of a named trust. He asserted his status as a living man and a foreign national, specifically an American national, claiming he was making a special appearance only. He further declared that he was being held against his will under duress, false imprisonment, and false arrest. The judge acknowledged the statement with a brief, "Very good," before officially calling the case of the state of Kansas versus Anthony Edward Dubus. He noted the presence of the prosecutor and confirmed that all parties, including Mr. Dubus in custody, were appearing via Zoom. When the judge asked if the defendant had a copy of his charges, Mr. Dubus attempted to reiterate his special appearance status. The judge cut him over, noting they had already covered that point, and proceeded to read the formal allegations. The court detailed 3 counts stemming from an incident on August 17, 2023. The first count alleged that Mr. Dubus unlawfully operated a 2003 Honda Accord on a state highway without a valid driver's license, a misdemeanor carrying a potential 6-month jail sentence. The second count charged him with operating an unregistered vehicle on East Fox Trail Street, and the third count alleged he was driving in Butler County without valid insurance.
County, Kansas, without having valid insurance. That's no proof of insurance, a Class B non-person misdemeanor. Do you understand your charges, Mr. Dubus?
No, I do not stand under these charges, and I would like to make it clear that I was not operating a motor vehicle. I was operating my private conveyance, not for hire, not for commercial use, not to transport passengers or products for hire. And if I was allowed to have my folder with black text case law in it to be brought here with me, as I asked Mr. Deputy Khalid Baraka, and he refused, I would be able to prove to you with black text case law what the Supreme Court rulings from multiple different cases have stated about the definition of a driver, an operator, a motor vehicle, an automobile, what a conveyance is, and their decisions, aka, my bad, the Supreme Court's decisions.
All right, Mr. Dubas, I'm going to stop you there.
Requiring,
I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you. And we're going to set this over. If you want to present this stuff, you can present it to Judge Webster, who's going to be assigned to your case. Are you going to be able to hire an attorney?
I'm sui juris, I'm not a ward of the state.
Okay, then you can hire your own attorney. Mr. Aguirre, do you have a recommendation for bond?
Your Honor, 2,500 cash or surety with all standard conditions. Also, in reviewing the affidavit, it would appear that when this is alleged that when the defendant was questioned by the deputy, he refused to provide a valid address or any further information. That's quoting directly from the affidavit. I'm not sure if the court wants to make any special orders along those lines or not.
I object. I provided a valid address. It's just a non-residential address, or a residential address that is non-domestic. And he refused to accept my proper address or my mailing address.
Well, I'm going to set a bond in the amount of $2,500 cash or surety. You'll need to provide a valid physical address to a bondsman if you wish to make bond, Mr. Dubas. All right. Is there anything else, Mr. Aguirre, on this case?
Nothing from the state's perspective, Your Honor.
All right. We'll be in recess. Mr. Dubas, you are excused.
Hold on. Is it an OR bond or?
No, it's a cash or surety bond.
Okay, so I need a cosigner.
You can put up $2,500 in cash, or you can make arrangements with the bondsman.
Okay, thank you.
Standing before the court via Zoom from the Butler County Jail, the man identified as Anthony Dubas immediately set a defiant tone that highlighted the growing friction between traditional law and sovereign citizen ideologies. When the judge asked for a simple identity confirmation, the defendant launched into a scripted rebuttal, distancing himself from what he called the all-caps name on the legal paperwork. In his view, he wasn't a defendant in a traffic case, but rather a living man and a foreign national acting as an executor for a trust. He framed his presence in the jail not as a legal consequence, but as an act of false imprisonment and a violation of his status as an American national. The judge, clearly familiar with this type of jurisdictional maneuvering, chose not to engage in a philosophical debate. With a dismissive "very good," the court effectively bypassed the defendant's claims of being held under duress and moved straight into the mechanics of the law. As Mr. Dubas tried once more to assert his special appearance status, the judge firmly cut him off, signaling that the court's authority would not be stalled by semantic arguments. The heart of the matter was far more grounded than the defendant's high-level rhetoric. It was about a 2003 Honda Accord on a road in Butler County. The judge methodically read out charges of driving without a license, operating an unregistered vehicle, and failing to carry insurance. The contrast was stark. While the defendant spoke of international status and sovereign trusts, the court was focused on the basic requirements of the Kansas road system. Ultimately, the interaction served as a reminder that while a person may reject the language of the state remains singularly focused on the enforcement of its statutes.